Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars. Absolutely honored to bring you guys this beautiful 1997 Toyota Crown all the way from Fukuoka, Japan with only 25,380 miles on it. This is the Royal Saloon G, so that is fully loaded with a rear air conditioner, rear power seats, rear controls of the entire dashboard, navigation, which the screen does not light up. We'll get to that. And it is the 2JZ. Absolutely amazing car. This one does have some significant cosmetic flaws, so be sure to watch this entire video to see what they are. We'll walk around the vehicle. I'll point them all out as well as take you for a ride, show you underneath, and show you some of the features. The front bumper, some of these are just, very light marks that could buff out, but it does have some marks in the front bumper, and like just about every one of these Crowns, the chrome strip in here, which is a standard size. You used to actually be able to buy this by the roll at like Pep Boys. I'm probably aging myself here a little bit, but you could still get that stuff. It's readily available, probably just online right now. But that is a little bit faded. There's a little scuff right here. By the way, this is standard 051 pearl white, and this is called Oyster Pearl on the bottom. It's the exact same thing Toyota was putting on like the Lexus lineup and certain Camrys and Avalons and even Siennas back in the 90s. So it has the chrome wheel option. If they're in decent shape, I'm sure they would polish up. I am aware that the vast majority of the people who buy these cars put aftermarket wheels on them, so I didn't go to any trouble. The tires have plenty of tread, but they're old, and if you do plan on keeping this car bone stock, which would be awesome, you could polish these up. I can provide new tires. We could talk about price if you'd like, because there's a lot of options, for a car like this. It has, on this side, not much to talk about. There's a little bit of on the handles, which are easily available in Japan. To show there's a little scuff along the bottom here, and a little chip right there. The back just has some really light scratches. Very typical, extremely clean, obviously, for a 27-year-old car, but it is a used car, so it does have some of those imperfections. The original Fukuoka, I hope I'm saying that right, Fukuoka Toyota sticker, it was from the Toyota store. There's also Toyo Pet and Corolla stores, which sell more than Corollas, and it is the Royal Saloon, again, G model, and by the way, underneath is extremely clean. That part of Japan, that's only surface rust, and what I mean by surface rust is you could get under there with, like, you can see it right there. It's just like a Brillo pad would take it off. It's not like crusty rust like you'd have in Rochester or, the northeast part of the United States. There's a little scuff along the side here, most of which should buff out, but of course no promises, and a very, very light scuff here, which will definitely buff out because I can feel whatever it is with my thumb. The significant flaw I mentioned, ding in the roof right there. To give you an idea, I'm going to set the key next to it to give you an idea of the size. It's a decent little ding. A paintless dent expert might be able to get it out, might not. There's another ding on the roof right there, which is smaller and less sharp, if that makes sense. And there's a little ding in the A-pillar right there. You can see that. I'm going to stand, and there's whatever dinged it also got it here on the trim a little bit. Just going to walk back so you can see. Oh, and there's also this ding in the fender here. Walk way back, from a decent distance. The only thing that will jump out at you, because I pointed it out, of course, is that ding on the fender. This car is, of course, priced accordingly. A 25,000 mile Toyota Crown that's perfect would of course be priced accordingly as well, but it does have those cosmetic flaws that you would need to know about. And there's also a very, very light ding that should pop out for sure right there. It has rear tinted windows, and to any New York State residents, I'm pretty certain that that New York State won't allow these side windows. The back one they don't care about, but the side windows they might. They usually go by a sticker in the door jamb that this car does not have. Usually there's a sticker right here, and it'll say either MPV, like multi-passenger vehicle, or PASS for passenger car, or truck or van or whatever. If it says passenger car, that's usually a failed inspection. But being this doesn't have the sticker, and also being that it's a classic kind of collector car, maybe there's an exemption. I'm not sure. So inside, it's everything you'd expect. It's absolutely perfect in here. The previous owner did smoke cigarettes in here. I could smell it. I have an ozone machine. I'm going to try to get it out. It is, however, there's not a single burn anywhere in the car. So I don't know if it was like a once or twice kind of thing, or maybe it happened at the auction house or the shipping yard. But there's definitely a very faint cigarette smell in here, which is very common with Japanese cars. You have full control over the passenger seat from the driver's seat or the rear passenger. This is also could be a chauffeured car. You see these are power reclining rear seats, and there is full control of of the dashboard and everything right from the back, which is awesome. The person sitting in that seat has the best seat in the house because they have control over the dedicated rear air conditioner, rear lights, power rear seat. As you see, the majority of the seat goes with this side, and of course they can move this seat out of the way. This has, I'm going to put the key in the ignition. It has a power tilt and telescope, automatic steering wheel with memory position, which is awesome. And again, this navigation will start it up. It is a 2J, and it is magnificent. It's only got 40,842 kilometers on it, and it might climb as our family does demo once in a while vehicles in the inventory. I actually personally put about 1,000 US miles on this one. I have absolutely loved this car. The radio works, but the screen does not. So what I've been doing is using an FM transmitter. I actually have a dedicated Japanese one. Japanese radios broadcast from 76 FM to 90 FM. So if you get below frequencies the United States uses, like I think I have mine set to like 79.1 or something. We don't have radio stations on that frequency, so there's no interference. It sounds great, but you can't adjust the bass, the mid-range, and the treble. These screens are supposedly very easy to fix. They just need some new capacitors. What I would do if I was keeping this car is I would get a climate control, which, by the way, this works great. The air conditioning's cold, the heat's hot. I would get a climate control thing that's separate from the screen and take all this out and put in just an aftermarket radio, the screen style, and have the Crown logo on it, and it would look original to folks that aren't that particular. It's a shame, but JDM radios don't seem to age well. You could also get a USDM like Camry radio that's doubled in, and other than the volume knob being on the wrong side, it would look good as well. But this does not work. It responds to touch, but it doesn't light up. This is mine, by the way, and it's in the photos. I apologize for that, but I thought it was better than a big smudge on the screen. Cruise control works, but per JDOT, it's limited to 108 kilometers per hour, which is not ideal. This car literally drives like a brand new car. With some new tires, it would float down the road better than just about anything you could buy new today. This is 90s quality with only 25,000 miles on it. So just absolutely incredible. I'm going to take you guys out on the road here. We'll get you up to some highway speeds. The car did sit for a little bit, so the brakes have a little bit of a surface rust on them. You can fit, I believe it's 1995 Toyota Avalon brakes will fit this car, but there's at least a third of the brake pads left, and there's nothing violent or anything. You just get a little noise because it's sat for a while. But I'm going to take you guys up to highway speeds here. Figure we could probably get up to 100 kilometers per hour. As you see, just shifts like a brand new car. So there we go. We're going about 75 miles per hour right now. Hand off the wheel, hitting the brakes. No shakes, no shimmies, no pulls, no drama of any kind. Just an absolutely beautiful car to drive. And with only 25,000 miles on it, it's got a lot of life left in it. These were extremely robust and commercial grade engineered cars. The one big thing that can go wrong with these is the harmonic balancer, which is the main pulley that comes out of the front of the engine. It has a rubber insulator in it that can separate and allow that harmonic balancer to kind of shear off, and it could damage the fan and all that jazz. That part has been replaced. I'm not sure about the timing belt, if it's been done or not. so somebody that's going to keep this forever might want to address that, and that's something we could discuss if you want it done. But yeah, just an absolutely wonderful car. It's just had its fresh full synthetic oil change with a Wix filter, which is a very good filter, and it's ready to go. So anyways, I'm Drew. I hope you liked the video. If you want to see this car in person or buy it online, you could set up an appointment or start the purchase process through the website, www.pellacars.com, or you can just call me. My name is Drew. I'm at 585-771-0111. We would love to meet you in person and have you do a test drive. And again, you could set that up through the website or through the phone number, 585-771-0111. And that's where we could also discuss any of the kind of optional things I talked about in the video here. So, by the way, if this was just entertaining and you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Pella Cars has a sister company in another state that does a lot of importing, and a lot of those cars end up here in New York State, where they're offered to either our public or technically they're for sale all over the world. But if you just found this entertaining and you want to see more videos like this, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. You will see not only JDM cars, but USDM and classic American cars as well. So anyways, thank you for your time. Bye-bye.